Hi everyone. So today I was just sort of thinking about my programming journey, right? How it all started way back in Nigeria and how I love to teach and also to influence people or impact people rather. And I mean, I remember I used to attend a lot of boot camps and just offer my training and just train people for free. I think it got to a point where I was even training people on WhatsApp, like just training people on WhatsApp and just helping people out. So I wrote an article way back then, 2017. I'm going to share the link in the description below. So this article talked about, the soft skills. That is the skill people don't really talk about, even in technical conferences, right? Which is great. Technical skill is fine. If you're going for an interview, you'll be interviewed for how good you are with your programming, for example, depending on the position. Okay, don't get me wrong, depending on the position, right? You'll be interviewed for how good you are about the particular tech stack that the company is using, for example, right, which is fine. However, on the background, you're being monitored on how you communicate. You're being monitored on how you sort of understand the problem and also communicate the problem, which is part of soft skills. Okay, it's a topic that people shy away from. People don't talk about because they feel like, oh, I'm an engineer, I just need to write code and just deploy stuff, which is great, right, in some levels. However, if you beginning to to grow in your career, becoming a manager, becoming a technical lead, you always want to improve on these skills, right? So this topic, I've done a lot of research and with my experience, I think I can share some of the things I've experienced in my life. In my technical journey. So I'm going to be sharing four major things that can help you in your technical journey, in your soft skills, basically. So the first one, I'm going to talking about branding. So what is branding basically? So I feel branding, not I feel, branding is creating a personal identity for yourself, right? You want to make sure that, okay, this is Dapo. Whenever they hear Dapo, whenever they call Dapo, this is what Dapo is good at. Aside from writing code, this is what Dapo can help out with, right? Dapo can help out in dissecting problem. Dapo can help out in breaking down complex problems, complex maybe structures, for example, right? So branding helps you in creating a personal identity for yourself. So there are platforms that you can use, for example, in creating this personal identity for yourself. Okay, so sometimes, yeah, it's I feel bad whenever I see good programmers that are not getting nice opportunities. Why? Because they're not putting themselves out there. They're not giving themselves this identity, this personal brand. You're good, you can write code. However, you need to be out there. Trust me, you need to be out there. You might not be out there. You don't have to be out there, with your face on the camera. Maybe you're not the type that you don't like face on the camera. Maybe you're not the type that don't like writing articles. But I'm going to be sharing some four major ways that you can sort of put yourself out there, right, in this particular content. So the first one is branding. Like I said, branding, you can have a person, your LinkedIn page alone is enough. If you're not the type that loves facing the camera, just have a well structured LinkedIn page, have a well crafted resume, right? Put everything there. Even if you're starting as a beginner, for example, don't worry, you've attended a boot camp, right? You did a lot of projects, right? Then put it there. Put your project there, document everything you've done in your boot camp, put everything there on your LinkedIn page, right? Attach some nice keywords, use AI to do a lot of nice keywords, get keywords from all these AIs and put it in your LinkedIn content. So it makes you visible to technical recruiters, right? So that's the first one. Then the second one is GitHub, right? Still on that branding. You've gone to bootcamp, right? You have projects you've done, then push everything to your GitHub page, right? Make it visible. Put everything you've done. Don't let it just sit on your computer. Put everything you've done on your Git, in your bootcamp or anywhere, put it on your GitHub, right? So you can always reference it, even in your CV or anywhere, right? So that is, I believe that will go a long way, even if you're the type that don't like talking or you don't like, facing the camera, right? So the second one I'll be talking about is networking, right? So networking for me, yeah, if you go to a technical conference, for example, networking just somebody sitting beside you just say, "Hi, my name is this is my name. This is what I do. Where do you work? This is what I do. This is what we do. These are the technical staff we use in our company." Try to meet a lot of people by talking to them. For example, I mean, it's no brainer, right? Before you know, right, you have a lot of people, a lot of contacts. You have a UI UX designer on your contact list. You have a DevOps engineer in your contact list. You have VP in your contact list, for example. I mean, you might not know, right? So networking can help you, okay, in bringing yourself out there, in making yourself available to a lot of opportunities, right? Let's say you're looking for a job and you just met a VP. In a company, you can always reach out to the person. That's why people go for technical conferences, and you get to network with a lot of people. Great. The third one I'll be talking about is something I did and I used to do, right? I love it, which is teach it. So teaching it is a way to also retain what you've learned. It's a way to retain your knowledge. So when you teach a particular topic, you even understand the topic the more. Sometimes when I talk to people, when I ask them a questions, I will tell them, repeat that thing to me. I want to make sure you understand it. I want to make sure you're able to teach it back to me. Right. So teaching a particular topic can also help you in improving your communication, can also help you in understanding that problem, right? So we want to teach somebody, you want to make sure. Sometimes I will do teach teach it like I'm five. Explain this particular topic to me like I'm five, for example. So you're able to break down complex problem by teaching people. So this sort of help a lot. Trust me, sort of help a lot. And the last one I'll be talking about is document, don't create. I mean, this is something a lot of people, when I tell people, you've done a lot of project already, just put it on LinkedIn, put it on Medium, or put it on all these, all these publishing platform, for example. They'll say, oh, it's something people have done before, I can't do it again. It's like repetition. I say, come on, this is your thing. It's something you did right. Even if you copied it right, it's something you did. You're documenting your journey. You're documenting what you've done. You don't have to innovate, right? It's good to innovate. It's good to create quality stuff. It's good to create something good. However, just look at it as a journal. Look at it. You're going out in the morning and coming back at night and writing your journal, right? This will help you a lot because when you're documenting your process, when you're documenting your journey, it will help you. I mean, I wrote this particular article way back 2017, and I was just reading it again today. I was like, oh, I've learned so much. Assuming I didn't document this particular topic, right, I won't be able to know how far I've grown. I won't be able to know how far I've gone. I know my communication has improved. My problem solving skills has improved, right? So it will help you. Don't try to force yourself to create. You don't have to think about, oh, I need to write one great article I need to write one great article. So you don't have to think about that. You just document your journey. When the time for you to create, it will just come naturally. It will just come naturally. I'm going to, I mean, repeating all these things I said. I talk about branding. Don't forget, I talk about networking. I talk about teaching, right? And I talk about documenting your journey and don't create it. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section below, or feel free to reach out to me in my private message. Good luck.